Hello there, cats and kittens. My name is Salty Tabby, and welcome back to another reaction video. So Jaiden Animations posted another video about her cat, and I previously reacted to a video about her cat, Tostada, so it only feels right that I react to this one as well, considering cat. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it, see what she has to say.
I was really surprised with how many people enjoyed hearing about Tostada. Like, there were a lot.
Heck yeah.
So it's about time I tell more stories, because she's somehow gotten even more creaturous since the last video.
Oh,
Tostada,
wonderful.
We can say she's gotten very needy,
Oh,
as
no.
well as very comfortable with using her voice. There's been plenty of times where I'll be working in silence until she waltzes into the room and disturbs the peace by meowing and yelling to beg for attention. I always give in whether I have the time or not, but it's unintentionally taught her that if she just gets louder and louder,
100%.
eventually she can get her scratches. By being kind, I've created a very pathetic and loud cat. Sometimes Tostada will walk into the other room, get confused that no one is around, and start echolocating for help until I shout for her. To which she—
So, I recently, I have a cat. Oh wow, what a freeze frame, by the way. Her butt's right next to my face. As previously stated, I have a cat named Abby, and recently my husband and I got another cat. His name is Jamie. He is a sweet little man, but he does that. He will walk into a room where there is no one, get confused that no one is there, and then just start like wailing, like, "Where are you? Where are you?" He will walk into our room when we're sitting on the bed, and even Ebby is on the bed, and if he can't see us, if he can't see that we're on the bed, he will do the exact same thing. Just start wailing until we go, "Hey buddy, we're up here," and then he's like, "Oh, there you are."
She prances happily into the room as if she wasn't just distraught. I don't know if she does this because she actually is lost, or she just wants to hear me call for her, but it happens multiple times a night. Once Tostada was downstairs and howling for me to call her, so I walked out to the area above the stairs where she could see me, but something must have not connected right in her little brain, because instead of going up the stairs that she goes up and down every day, I watched her blank little eyes glaze over, trying to compute what to do.
How to get up there.
Up there. Tostada's down here.
Yeah.
Tostada wants to go up to Mom. Walking forward doesn't go up. Mom's making circles with her hand.
Oh, baby.
Don't understand. Tostada wants to go to Mom.
Oh, poor thing.
She forgot going up the stairs takes her upstairs.
Yep. Look, they'll forget that going out the door puts them outside.
If she really needs my attention and howling nonstop hasn't worked, Tostada started pawing at me. She's really not all that coordinated, so I'll be doing something and suddenly feel the shakiest little paw on my arm. One morning I woke up to a shaky paw on my face. So guess
been there.
how I wake up every single day now. Tostada loves to lay on my computer because it's so warm, but since her balance is so god-awful, she's fallen off way too many times for me to believe she's got any sense of cause and effect. Normally, she'll notice just a moment too late and struggle to catch herself in whatever pitiful way she can. But the most recent time, she just did not wake up at all and bounced off the floor like a bowling ball. Poor thing opened her eyes and all she could muster was a confused little At some point, Tostada realized she absolutely loves getting little head kisses, so she comes over and begs for them multiple times a day. This is very cute, and I love giving them to her. But there was a time I was too busy to stop what I was doing, so after meowing and shaky pawing, she discovered a new way to ask for attention, standing directly in front of my face and headbutting me in the mouth. I don't know how she consistently innovates new ways to get me to pay attention to her, but can't connect the brain wires to remember how to leave a room by herself.
Poor
we discovered
baby.
that she has a favorite Pokemon. When Tostada isn't sitting on my neck with her heavy-ass paws or falling off my computer, she's typically at her follow-up spot, which is curled up on my
Furret.
life-size Furret plush.
Oh, that's
I have
adorable.
A Furret sitting behind a few other plushes up against a window, so I think it was the perfect setup for her to feel safe and secluded while also being able to look out the window to chirp at the birds and
Everybody
squirrels
loves a good
outside,
Furret.
which is really cute. I didn't realize cats could do that. Eventually, I
Yeah.
think she just started associating Furret as a bed because she started sitting on another Furret plush I own. Tostada loves Furret a lot.
That's very cute.
It's her favorite and it's adorable. So one of her favorite things to do is sniff. I know
Of
it's
course.
a common cat thing, but Tostada outsniffs the other cats combined by an insane margin, and for really no
Probably.
reason other than it brings her joy. I've walked around our home with Tostada held up as high
I
as
do
I
this.
can get her so she can
Oh
explore
my
all
gosh.
the scents.
So, neither of my cats like being held, like at all. Both of them hate it. But there is one exception, and that is when I lift them up to things they cannot reach so that they can sniff them. They love that. It's their big favorite, especially my girl Ebby. I will pick her up when I'm in the kitchen and let her like sniff all the utensils and sniff the bananas that are in the bowl, or the apples, and like sniff the appliances that are on the counter, or like sniff at the medicine cabinets and whatever is there, the phone, the fly swatter that's hanging on the wall. She just cannot get enough of it. And then the moment I set her down, she's got so much energy because she just sniffed a whole bunch of stuff that she just skedaddles. The cutest little, she's a chubby girl. She just does the cutest little chubby skedaddle I have ever seen in my life. She just and she's gone. So cute. I love it.
She's too small to experience.
Yeah.
I can tell she enjoys it because she purrs real loud the
Yeah.
whole time in between inhales. And I've somehow taught her the command "wanna sniff."
Wanna
I'll say
sniff?
it while stretching out something new, and she happily prances over to take giant whiffs
She's
for
like,
a little too long.
"What is this thing?"
Tostada particularly enjoys sniffing freshly sipped water bottles. I'll take a swig,
That's interesting.
and somehow she spawns next to me with her peepers, knowing I know what she wants. I swear I don't have bad breath though. Don't spin it in that direction.
No.
My breath is fine and minty and fresh. It's the cat that's abnormal. There's only one scent she despises, and that's orange juice.
Oh.
Apparently cats
Yeah, cats hate citrus. She's gonna say this. Cats genuinely disdain citrus. So lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruit. Most cats do not like those smells.
have a natural aversion to citrus in general,
Mm-hmm.
but it feels like it hits Tostada harder than average because she makes the most upset, betrayed face before running out of the room, despite knowing the scent of orange juice and knowing she doesn't like it. She still comes over and begs
Because she
to
doesn't
take a
know
whiff
that it's orange
every
juice
time
again.
orange juice is in the cup because she's completely blinded by her love of sniffing
Yeah.
water. The result is always the same. It's like watching her be prisoner to her own mind. But
Oh,
one
baby.
fateful day, Jacob and I witnessed Tostada encountering something even more potent and evil than orange juice. We were cleaning up the kitchen from hanging out with some friends the night before. Tostada jumped onto the counter and spotted something she's never seen before. An open bottle of alcoholic margarita
Oh,
mix.
no.
Before we could even warn her, she
Oh yeah. So alcohol is even worse. So my cat Ebby, we had her sniff some alcohol once, and the look on her face was like her senses had just been assaulted from all sides, and I felt so bad. And then our boy Jamie, whenever because he will do the same thing as Tostada. He loves to sniff everything. He will go sniff whatever, especially if there's something new in the room. And he gets so offended he will start batting at it if he does not like the smell. And alcohol, he just like whack, whack, whack it. He just whacks it. He's like, "Get it away! I hate this thing." And I'm like, "You're the one who came over to sniff it, dude."
hopped on over, took a sniff of the opening, and I crossed my heart, I'm not exaggerating. did a backflip in revulsion. Part of me felt like I failed as a cat
Poor baby.
parent to protect this innocent thing from the horrors of what true stench could look like.
Poor
and
baby.
the other part of me was just laughing on the floor. It was so
Very funny.
You guys already know Tostada's super paranoid with noises. There's not a single sound she doesn't think means instant threat. But I should mention there's an asterisk because for some reason any noise I make is completely fine. Jacob scoots the chair a bit, deer in headlights. I open mouth sneeze in her face. Must have been the wind. A plush falls off the shelf and lands softly on the carpet, running for her life. I suddenly burst out into a coughing fit. Doesn't even care. Doesn't care. Those examples might actually, to be fair, be related to
She
the
might
fact
just be
Tostada
used to your
loves
noises.
when I get sick. Even though I'm coughing and hacking and sniffling at full volume, the only thing she cares about is that I'm in bed all day.
That's true.
Which means she gets to cuddle way more than normal.
That's
I
true.
really enjoy it. She keeps me company while I sit there rotting and watching movies all week.
It's not just that she gets to cuddle with you more than normal. It's also that cats can genuinely tell when you're not feeling well, and they like to sit on you and like comfort and purr because that helps you actually. It reduces your stress and it actually helps you get better. So, you know, more you know.
The only complaint I get from her is if I cough a little too long, she gives me a side eye like I'm ruining our awesome little relaxation day together. But yeah, besides that, this cat is scared of everything else that does not pertain to me.
Yeah.
When I got the Tostada plush in the mail, she actually hated it and wouldn't go anywhere near the thing. Her tail got real big and fluffy, and her eyes somehow got even rounder as she froze in fear for her survival against herself. Apparently, she wasn't the only one. A bunch of my friends also said their cats hated the Tostada plush. My overall findings estimated around a 50-50 split on whether a cat will love the Tostada merch plush or try to gouge out its jugular. I unironically think the giant cartoon eyes perfectly trigger their built-in instincts to say this stuffed animal is a giant predator. So all I'm saying is if you get the Tostada plush that's now an evergreen product on my merch site, just to see if your cat is a Tostada lover or hater, you'd be contributing to the community field research. It was a bit too hot out last summer, so I turned on my ceiling fan for the first time. Tragically, since Tostada's never seen it move before,
oh my God,
she was petrified and refused to come into my bedroom anymore.
Oh, baby.
Normally, her fears don't interrupt her or my daily life, but I was really upset she wouldn't fall asleep curled up on me anymore. The fear of the in-motion fan overpowered her love of bedtime, and it was a dark period for the household. Eventually, I was able to condition her to the fan, but she still needs to look directly at it for a bit every once in a while to make sure it isn't gonna fall down and slices into cubes.
Yeah,
How
understandable.
ironic it is that my birds, who can be killed by a ceiling fan, have no fear of them at all.
Of course.
My cat, who cannot be killed by the ceiling fan, needed exposure therapy. I think the objectively wackiest thing Tostada is actively terrified of is Frasier after he gets a haircut. Once a year, we take Frasier to get his fur shaved down because it gets way too long for him to take care of, and he quite literally will try to slit our wrists if we try to brush him. It's been the best system that works for all of us, excluding Tostada, because she suddenly doesn't recognize him anymore in the slightest and is horrified at the scary new intruder in her home. From her point of view, she witnesses her best friend get hauled out the door and go missing for an hour until some strange ugly freak comes in to replace him, and no one seems to care. The first time this happened, Tostada was so distraught that she actually hissed at him, and up until that point she hadn't hissed at anything, so I knew she was going through levels of distress she's never experienced in her tiny sheltered life. We would try to mediate and help her realize the scary flat cat was actually her buddy Frasier all along. Tostada, you love Frasier. You've been around all your life. You cuddle on the couch together all the time. Just take a sniff.
He also smells different when he's been to the
probably
groomer.
The shampoo that
Yeah.
the groomer uses that washes away.
He looks
Frasier's
different. He
familiar
smells
scent.
different.
And then, of course, he looks
Yeah.
different. So nothing about Frasier is recognizable to Tostada at all anymore. We quite literally have to wait out an entire week for him to grow his fur back out a little and have his natural smell return. Of course, Frasier is very vain, so he takes a hit to his ego every time Tostada freaks
Poor
out
guy.
and runs away from him. We watched so many times as he tries to show her that he's the same old Frasier. He'll sit in the doorways of rooms she's in, slowly try to approach and get close to her, but every time is the same story. It's not a great week for anyone. Despite Tostada's fears and general anxiety, there is a ray of hope amongst it all. I have no idea how or why, but Tostada gets brave at night. We could have friends over all day and not see a single Tostada sighting, but once the clock strikes 9 p.m., suddenly there's a little silhouette staring at us from the doorway. As long as it's nighttime and the noise is bearable, Tostada will come out to greet and sniff and rub up on the people she was previously terrified of for reasons I have yet to understand. I know cats like to be active at night and stuff, but Tostada seemingly sheds all her shyness and crippling anxiety in an instant and becomes a completely different cat. My only working hypothesis is that she gains strength knowing her beloved bedtime is right
soon.
around the corner, and that somehow acts as a bit of newfound courage, but I don't know. It
actually could genuinely be because she's excited that she's going to go to bed soon and she's going to snuggle you, but you're not there. So she goes to find you and she's more courageous about going out because she has a purpose. Like, the way I'll put this is that if it is close to food time for my cats, which we feed them twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, and we are not in our room where we usually are, they will come looking for us. And if we are in the middle of a bunch of people, they normally would never go near because they don't know them. They will go near them because they want food. And they're like, we have to be brave. We have to be brave now. And I think Tostada is doing the same thing for bedtime, which is very cute.
really think she somehow decided nighttime was safe and there's no reason behind it because her brain is an enigma. I'm glad she can defeat the voices though. We always make sure she gets lots of hugs and kisses every time, so it really encourages her. All right, so a bit ago Tostada was wheezing every once in a while, so I took her to the vet who diagnosed her with light bronchitis. I assume it was because she went through a phase where she would eat dust. They prescribed her some antibiotics, and it was then my responsibility to make sure she eats a pill twice a day for the next week. As you can imagine,
oh man, giving any kind of cat medication is a nightmare. Ooh, good luck.
Being that this was Tostada's first time having medicine, it was not gonna be easy for both of us. The first attempt was a learning experience. I managed to get the pill in her mouth and did the little trick where you rub a cat's throat to make sure they don't spit it back up. But since I just gave her the pill with no treats or anything, I watched as she gagged at the taste of it for a bit. It was not easy to look at. I felt really bad. Determined to try and give her a better experience, I decided to put the pill in a small ball of cheese. You know, cats love a little cheese treat. Except Tostada, because of course she's not normal in even that regard. This so-called cat hasn't showed a single shred of interest in human food ever, because I don't think it registers in her mind what we eat is also food she could technically also eat, and it objectively tastes better in every aspect.
My cat Abby hates cheese. It's so weird. Like, she usually isn't a big fan of people food anyway, except for chicken. Like, if you have fried chicken or grilled chicken or jerky, like any kind of jerky, those things she will go nuts for. We don't give them to her, obviously. She cannot have anything that has seasoning or like any dried food that isn't just the dried food. And like if it has seasoning or any sort of flavoring, she's not allowed to have that. It's not good for her. But she specifically hates cheese. There was one time where I managed to basically trick her into eating cheese because she had a best friend when she was young. It was my sister's cat, Jack, and he loved cheese, like, so much. She was never interested in cheese, but she saw him eat a piece of cheese, and she went, oh, I can eat that. And she came over to eat it and immediately gagged. She gagged and she ran away. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She hated the taste of that cheese. And I'm like, all right, well, never give it her cheese again.
It's been great because she never begs for food, unlike others. But now, when I present to her a tasty cheese ball with absolutely no antibiotics in it, she has no idea what to do with it. Eats dust and gives herself bronchitis, but doesn't want to eat cheese. So
Yeah.
I was left to force feed cheese twice a day to the only animal in the world that doesn't want cheese. She's
Yeah.
all better now, and I would bet money she's forgotten all about
Yeah.
the week where I suddenly turned evil for no reason. But walking into her presence with a cheese ball made me feel like I was dragging her down to hell twice a day.
Yep.
Jacob and I were going on a long road trip and planned on taking the cats with us. Taylor and
Ooh.
Fraser have experienced both being in a car and being in a car for an extended amount of time before.
Tostada
but we
does
knew
not.
Poor Tostada was gonna struggle. The main
Yeah.
question was, how upset was she gonna be? Tostada is a homebody. She has no desire to ever leave the house, does not want to experience anything new,
Well-
hates anything that has to do with outside. If it were up to her, every day would be the exact same, everything would be controlled
Yeah.
and predictable, zero adventure at all, forever and ever, because she has no concept of time and death.
Yeah.
We knew ripping her away from her beloved home just for a bit to sit in a loud, scary vehicle that
Mm-hmm.
carries her further and further away from the world she's so attached
Yeah.
to would be not her preferred way
Traumatic.
to spend the day. We packed up the cats in their carriers and didn't even get fully out the door until Tostada let out the loudest howl I believe a cat can physically make.
Oh, baby.
This might be the worst day of her entire life.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the road, we let them out of their carriers so they could be as comfortable as possible. Fraser sat on the middle console as if he was a co-pilot to the ride. Taylor sat in the back on top of all her snacks and bags, creating her own little cove of solitude.
That's adorable.
And Tostada hid in the dark under the dusty seat. After a
course.
few hours with not a single peep or sign of life, I decided to drag Tostada out from under the chair, both to try and convince her to sit with the rest of us and also do a wellness check for my own sake. I
Yeah.
peeled her out from the floor and... oh my god, are you crying? Tostada's humongous eyes
Oh.
were wet and glossed over.
Well, she'd probably been in a bunch of dust under the seat.
And she had a single tear running down her cheek. This
Poor
poor thing
baby.
was so heartbroken over the car ride. She was defying her biology and crying tears of sorrow.
Oh my
this
goodness.
absolutely was the worst day of Tostada's life. She will
Oh,
never
poor
be
baby.
able to understand how lucky she is that the worst thing to ever happen to her is a ride in the car. After
Yeah.
a while, she did start emerging to look out the window and wander a bit before going back under for a few more hours. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
she was just checking if she'd somehow been magically teleported back home before slinking back under the chair to wallow. But at least she wasn't crying alone
Yeah.
on the floor anymore. The sun started
Poor
setting
baby.
and the day was fading away as we drove onwards until... oh. Hi, Tostada. What's got you climbing around and
It's
exploring?
nighttime.
Oh my god, she's brave at night, even in the car. I just do not know what comes over Tostada at night. At this point, I don't think
Creature.
there's a single thing she'll back down from
Ooh.
as long as the moon and stars are out. She was hopping around to all the windows, even though she couldn't see anything because it was all
Oh,
pitch
baby.
black now. Happily climbed over to the passenger seat to sniff around, started meowing and chatting up a storm, kept trying to weasel her way into my lap to take a closer look at the gas pedal.
No.
Despite me knowing everything about this cat, every habit, every trait, every quirk, downloaded and forever locked into my mind, I just don't understand how. How is she her own being? She has her own little consciousness in that smaller than average skull of hers that
Yeah.
makes her live her own life and makes her own decisions, even though they're very dumb. She shares the same world I do, and yet she digests it so differently. How can a creature like her even exist? And how did I get so fortunate to be the one that has her? Tostada experiences so many pointless fears and harmless anxieties that are gonna stick with her until her final days, but her unwavering happiness and joy pierces through all of it effortlessly. And it makes me so proud knowing I'm the one that's giving her this perfect little life. Every day I think about how lucky I am to have the perfect cat made for me. No one else could possibly understand and treasure her more. Tostada was simply meant to be mine. And we make each other so happy.
Oh, that's adorable.
If you haven't seen, the new merch is still
there's the goober. Look at the pictures of her and Frasier.
Of new Tostada
So cute.
and Ari plush keychains, Hawaiian shirt, beach
That's
towel,
adorable.
and fanny pack. It all goes away on August 10th, which
Oh my
as
goodness.
of right now, if you're me posting this video, is in a few days. So you should probably run over to JaidenAnimations.
Oh my gosh. Here with the peel the fur back and stick her face through the hole. That's fantastic. Her little leggy out here is great.
Right now if you're
Those
even
blue
thinking about
eyes, oh
grabbing
my
anything.
goodness.
Just a peek won't hurt, right? Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed me just talking about my
Just the
pitiful
1,000-yard
little cat
stare
again.
is great.
I will tell her that you all say hello. All right, bye-bye.
That's so cute.
I was really surprised.
That's so cool. I love it. I love it. It's so great. It's so nice because a lot of people, if you don't have a cat in your life and you've not been around cats, these people tend to like think that the cats are mean and aloof and not friendly and not cuddly and not affectionate. And I'm like, it couldn't be more further from the truth. It's just that the cat that you interacted with isn't your cat. Cats are very choosy. They pick a person or maybe a few people and that's who they like. And some cats will be really friendly to other people and some cats won't. And every cat has a different personality. And I'm glad that she found the cat that was right for her. And it's really nice because she got Tostada from an adoption. She adopted her, right? So this wasn't a cat that was bred for companionship. This is a cat that needed a home. And that's even more important that she managed to get her. I'm like, that's so great. I love it. Well, I guess that's it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I guess I'll see you in whatever I react to next. Bye-bye. Hey, you there. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, then feel free to hit that like button. Maybe leave a comment if you have something to say. If you want to see more, maybe subscribe. Hey, I have a bunch of other games that I've played. So if you head over to my homepage, you can find those there. Maybe find something else you're interested in. And all of that supports this channel, which I appreciate a whole ton. So, you know. Go do it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.